Imagine saying goodbye to your 9 to 5 decades earlier than expected and still living the life you want. That's exactly what the FIRE movement is all about. Financial independence, retire early. Before we dive into how thousands are achieving early retirement through FIRE, make sure to like this video and subscribe, because your path to freedom could start today. Let's break down how the FIRE movement works and how you can make it part of your life. What is the FIRE movement? The FIRE movement is a lifestyle philosophy focused on extreme saving and investing to achieve financial independence decades earlier than traditional retirement age. The core principle is simple: live below your means, save aggressively, and invest wisely until your passive income covers all your living expenses. At this point, you achieve financial independence and can choose to retire early or pursue work on your own terms. The movement gained momentum in the 2010s, particularly after the 2008 financial crisis, when people realized traditional retirement plans might not be enough. The mathematics behind FIRE. The foundation of FIRE rests on a simple mathematical principle called the 4% rule. This rule suggests that if you withdraw 4% of your investment portfolio annually, your money should last indefinitely based on historical market performance. This means you need to accumulate 25 times your annual expenses to achieve financial independence. For example, if you spend $40,000 per year, you'd need $1 million invested. If you spend $80,000 annually, you'd need $2 million. The key insight is that your target number depends on your expenses, not your income, which is why controlling spending is crucial. Different types of FIRE. The FIRE movement isn't one size fits all. Lean FIRE involves retiring with a smaller nest egg, typically $500,000 to $1 million, requiring a very frugal lifestyle. Fat FIRE means accumulating $2.5 million or more, allowing for a more comfortable retirement with higher spending. Barista FIRE is a middle ground where you have enough savings to cover basic expenses but might work part-time for extra income and benefits. Coast FIRE means you've saved enough that compound interest will grow your investments to full FIRE by traditional retirement age, even if you stop saving now. Geographic arbitrage FIRE involves moving to lower-cost areas or countries to stretch retirement dollars further. The savings rate strategy. Traditional financial advice suggests saving 10 to 15% of income, but FIRE followers typically save 50 to 70% or more. This aggressive savings rate dramatically shortens the time to financial independence. Someone saving 10% might work 40+ years, while someone saving 50% could potentially retire in 15 to 20 years. The key is maximizing the gap between income and expenses. This often involves house hacking, where you rent out rooms or live in a duplex to reduce housing costs. Many FIRE practitioners focus on optimizing the big three expenses: housing, transportation, and food, which typically account for 60 to 70% of most budgets. Investment strategies for FIRE. FIRE followers generally prefer simple, low-cost index fund investing over complex strategies. The most common approach is investing in broad market index funds, like total stock market funds or S&P 500 funds, combined with some international diversification in bonds. The emphasis is on low fees, broad diversification, and consistent investing regardless of market conditions. Many follow a 3-fund portfolio: total stock market, international stocks, and bonds, with asset allocation based on age and risk tolerance. Real estate investment through REITs or rental properties is also popular, though direct real estate ownership requires more active management. Increasing income for FIRE. While controlling expenses is undeniably a crucial component of the FIRE journey, significantly accelerating your progress often comes from increasing your income. This can be achieved by seeking promotions or raises within your current career, switching to higher-paying industries, or developing side hustles and freelance work that supplement your primary income. Many FIRE practitioners gravitate toward high-paying professions in technology, finance, or healthcare because these fields offer substantial earning potential. However, others reach financial independence through entrepreneurship, creating multiple streams of income, or investing in businesses. The key is to approach your career with a strategic mindset, constantly upgrading your skills, pursuing certifications or education, and staying adaptable to new opportunities that can increase your earning power. Some also leverage geographic arbitrage by working remotely for companies based in expensive cities or countries, while choosing to live in areas with a much lower cost of living. This strategy maximizes their ability to save and invest, helping them achieve FIRE more quickly. Ultimately, combining disciplined expense management with a focus on income growth creates the most powerful path toward early financial freedom. Common challenges and criticisms. The FIRE movement, while inspiring many to pursue financial independence, faces several valid criticisms. One major concern is healthcare costs. Early retirees often lose employer-sponsored insurance, making healthcare expenses a significant and sometimes unpredictable burden. Market volatility also poses risks, especially in the early years of retirement, when large withdrawals during a downturn can jeopardize long-term savings. The extreme frugality many FIRE followers adopt can be difficult to maintain over time and may reduce overall enjoyment of life. Additionally, early retirement can lead to social isolation, as your lifestyle may differ substantially from friends and family, who continue to work and spend more freely. Another common critique is that FIRE tends to be more accessible to high earners with greater savings capacity, although advocates point out that the core principles of budgeting, saving, and investing can be adapted to fit a range of income levels. Despite these challenges, many find value in the movement's focus on intentional living and financial control. Practical steps to start your FIRE journey. Starting your journey toward financial independence, Retire Early FIRE begins with a clear understanding of your current financial situation and setting well-defined goals. The first step is to track your expenses carefully for at least 3 months, which helps you identify where your money goes and reveals opportunities to cut costs or optimize spending. Once you know your average annual expenses, calculate your FIRE number by multiplying that figure by 25. This represents the amount of money you need invested to safely withdraw 4% annually and cover your living costs indefinitely. Next, build a budget that prioritizes maximizing your savings rate. Without sacrificing a quality of life you can comfortably sustain over the long term. Automating your investments is crucial, as it encourages consistent contributions and removes the temptation to skip saving. To accelerate your progress, focus on increasing your income through career growth, acquiring new skills, or exploring side hustles. It's important to regularly review and adjust your plan to reflect changes in your income, expenses, or goals. Remember, achieving FIRE is a marathon rather than a sprint. Small, consistent improvements and disciplined habits compound over time and ultimately lead to financial freedom. FIRE isn't just a dream. It's a roadmap to freedom, built on saving aggressively, investing smartly, and living intentionally. Are you ready to take control of your financial future? If this inspired you, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Would you go all in on FIRE, or take it one step at a time?